Is it the attitude more like, you know what, tried, went into the best intentions, didn't work out, but it didn't discourage me from wanting to still?
Everybody asks me if I regret something. Like, they ask me like it's going to be that one moment, and I'm like, actually, it's really just a lesson learned, and it's super valuable. I could not buy this lesson, and I apply it to my life. I learn, and a lot of times I get really good material for my songs. So it's a rich lesson learned.
Why did you decide to keep your marriage and the ups and downs in the movie?
I think that it was important to delicately mention what happened last year, because it's somewhat the elephant in the room, and if I wouldn't have put it into the film in any way, shape, or form, I think people would have left and been like, well, she's trying to avoid that, as if it never really happened, and that's not the case at all. The whole movie is about overcoming obstacles. It's about overcoming my family, or my set of rules in the belief system, and overcoming all of the record labels and saying what they wanted me to be versus what I wanted to be, and then overcoming my personal struggle and landing on my feet. So I thought that that message was really important to send to people, so that people can be inspired and know that, like, I mean, first of all, we all have problems. Just because, like, we are in the spotlight doesn't mean the problems go away. Actually, they get magnified. That was really important for me to leave some of those hard to swallow moments in the film.
I think it also makes you just so relatable, because people can relate to it. It's like, you know what, she's cool. Like, you watch it, that's so cool that she obviously had the power and option to choose to omit things and to keep that in, to keep yourself, like you said, without makeup, especially in Hollywood when everyone's so self-conscious about the way they look. For you to kind of put yourself out there.
Well, you know what? We live in a day where I think that nothing is real, that everything is fabricated and made up. Everything is. You can't really trust many people, and so I cling onto the truth. I cling onto honesty in my songs. I cling onto, in my movies, showing who I am without makeup, showing me at my worst, showing me at my best. And I hope that that is what prevails, is the honest truth.
Do you think 10 years from now you could see yourself married and with kids?
I don't rule out the idea. Of course not. I will always let love lead the way.
When your parents being spiritual, very religious, how did they ever sort of try to discourage you from your creative path?
No, actually, they were very helpful, especially when I was singing for the Lord. When I made a gospel record at 15, it was exactly what I wanted to do then, and you see a lot of that type of footage in the movie. And then there's an interview with me and my parents after I've first moved to LA at 17, and I asked my mother, I'm like, Mom, you wouldn't watch me if I was on MTV? She goes, nah, I wouldn't watch you. And my dad kind of retorts and says, you would too. And I'm sitting there thinking, so if I'm ever on MTV, they're not gonna watch. Cut to, I'm on MTV every single day. But they've really kind of evolved in their own way.
Well, yeah, because at one point they didn't let you watch even Sister Act, right? Why could you watch Sister Act 2 but not Sister Act 1?
The reasoning behind not being able to watch Sister Act 1 versus Sister Act 2, which I watched all the time, and A Preacher's Wife, because somehow that was like really important.
It had the preacher in the title.
Yeah, it had the preacher in the title. I think it was because Whoopi Goldberg was a hooker in the first one. And in the second one, she was still in the convent.
Right, that's funny. That's funny.
They just wanted to like create the idea that she was always in the convent.
Right. So no Pretty Woman for you either.
Oh my gosh, I just saw Pretty Woman for the first time literally a month ago.
And then last very important question, how is your grandma?
My grandmother. Okay,
I love her.
First of all, the real star of the movie is Grandma. She's in the movie, and for those of you that don't know, she's 91. She has all her marbles, plus more.
So cute.
And she loves putting her fingers in your dimples.
I love her. Well, anytime. Tell her anytime.
Okay, cool.
Thank you for watching Extra on YouTube.
And for 24/7 updates on celebrity news, subscribe to our channel here, like us on Facebook here, or follow us on Twitter here.
And if you want your voice heard, leave a comment below.
Where?
Right there.